Welcome back everyone, this is Chad with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we have a new product to show you for 2023. This is from our friends over at Element Optics. This is the brand new Theos 6-36 by 56. This is going to replace the Nexus as the flagship model in their current lineup. As you guys know, we've done several videos featuring the Element Nexus. Suffice to say, it's a fantastic piece of glass. Where the Theos is going to lie is competing with the top-end manufacturers out there like Schmidt & Bender, Night Force. I mean, we're talking comparable features to like an ATAC-R. So this is definitely not an inexpensive piece of glass. This is going to come in at about $2,800 street price. But for the features that you get, I think you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. And the quality of the build and the quality of the glass is absolutely fantastic. So the Theos is 14.8 inches in length, 36.5 ounces in weight, has a 34 millimeter tube, 7075 aluminum housing with Japanese quality glass inside. This entire assembly is made in Japan, just like many of the other Element optics. Now, some of the unique features of the Theos, which set it apart from some of the competition, is a toolless adjustment on the elevation turret itself. So, like many other optics out there, you can pull the scope caps off typically and reset them to zero. However, you do have to use a tool to set the zero stop. On the Theos, this is a toolless zero stop. Okay, so they have a special mechanism here where once you dial everything in, you pull the cap off, drop the cap back in place on zero, drop your lid back on, and you have half a mil that the scope can travel past your zero stop. You simply move back to zero and you're all set. No tools involved, which is fantastic. Also on the elevation turret, you have a dial indicator that will allow you to make note of when you pass the 12 MRAD mark on the first revolution. It is 12 MRADs per revolution on this particular model, with 29 MRAD total in elevation adjustment, which is fantastic. The other unique feature is the parallax adjustment on this optic goes down to 10 meters. There's not very many optics out there that can focus down that close, so this makes it a perfect optic for like ELR22, NLR22 competition, and this would be fantastic for some of the high-end air guns out there as well. Another unique feature is a push-button digital illumination system. So unlike traditional optics that have a dial that you spin around and you click into position for your various settings and then have to turn all the way back to off, the Theos features a push button. You hold it for 1 second to turn the illumination on, push it momentarily to cycle through each individual illumination setting, and then hold again to turn off. The Theos features the APR 2D reticle, which is a very popular reticle with the Element line. Moving to the rear of the optic, you do have a very smooth magnification lever. You do have an included throw lever to assist with adjusting that magnification. You have pretty generous eye relief and exit pupil on this particular model. You do have an adjustable diopter to get that reticle in perfect focus. Not terribly dissimilar from any other optics that are out there. Now, included with the Theos is an interesting item. It's called an aperture ring. All right. So with a 56 millimeter objective, you have a lot of light coming in, right? And on larger pieces of glass, sometimes you can have a little bit of chromatic aberration, some pincushion distortion and whatnot, just some things that are typical of large optics like this. So with the aperture ring in place, you actually do reduce the aperture of the optic to where the available light can come in, and it uses the centermost portion of the glass, which on any optic is the most clear and the best portion of the glass before you start getting out to the outer edges. What the aperture ring will accomplish is giving a little bit better clarity and minimizing chromatic aberrations when shooting like white steel targets at extended ranges. It can help reduce the mirage that you see through the optic, and according to the manual, it can improve the image quality when using scope recording devices. So you might notice that the Theos is sitting on this fantastic Bagara 300 PRC in a GRS Rifle Stocks Warg chassis. This is on loan, so we weren't able to get this thing out to long range like we wanted to, but I was able to shoot a tall target test here at the 100-yard range, and I will say the Theos, I mean, for the price point, obviously it's going to pass the tall target test, and it did with flying colors. It seems like the adjustments are going to track beautifully and true. So I'm hoping that soon we'll be able to get one of these in our hands and be able to take it out to long range and really see what the optic itself can do. I'm interested to see how well the aperture ring works with the high contrast targets at longer range, because mirage is always an issue where we shoot in South Georgia, especially during the warm months. Mirage is quite awful. You can barely see anything out past about 600 yards. So until then, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video and this look at the new Element Theos. Very, very exciting stuff coming out of the company. But stay tuned, guys, for more product coverage throughout 2023 here. And if you want to support the channel, you can go over to Ballistic Ink and pick yourself up a snazzy new t-shirt. We sell a variety of different apparel and other accessories, including body armor over there on the site. If you want to support us, all those funds go right back into supporting the content you see here. So until next time, guys, take care, and we will see you soon.